In the last video, we went over how to write each of the major flat scales with accidentals. We also went over the order of flats. Now we're going to write each of the major flat scales with their own key signature. Here are the scales written two ways, one with accidentals and the other one with a key signature. Let's start with F major. It has a B flat, and so we just put it on the staff here. If we want to write it using its own key signature, we'd have to put the B flat in the key signature. B flat is the first flat in the order of flats. If there's one flat in the key signature, it'll always be B. The next scale is B flat major. Here it's written with accidentals on the staff and then written with key signature. We have two flats, B flat and E flat. So E flat follows B flat in the order of flats. Here's E flat major scale shown with a key signature. We have three flats now in the order flats, B, E, and A. A flat major scale has four flats. We have the key signature here, B, E, A, D, and that's how it's going to be in our order of flats here. It spells bead, good way to remember it. E flat major scale, we now have five flats in our order of flats, and the new addition to our order of flats is G flat. The G flat major scale consists of the G flat tetrachord on the bottom. We can see we have all flats going up, and then we have our whole step from C flat to D flat, and then we have the D flat tetrachord on top, whole step, and then we have a half step from here to here, and F is the only note that's not flat in the key or scale of G flat major. So when we put all the flats in the order and we add our new flat, which is C flat, we now have B, E, A, D, G, and C flat in the order of flats. And last but not least, we have C flat major scale, and we're now going to count for every single note letter in the order of flats. And our last one that we add is F flat to our order of flats. The order of flats is always in the following order: B, E, A, D, G, C, and F. And of course you may recognize this catchphrase because it's backwards to the order of sharps. Freddie catches Giselle dancing and ends Boogie. And that just happens to be our order of flats now. Boogie ends and dancing Giselle catches Freddie. If we have a scale and we can't remember what's in its key signature, there's little tips we can use by looking at or using our catchphrase here. As long as we have our catchphrases memorized, it always makes it easier to use these little tips. For instance, let's say we had key of E flat major and we couldn't remember what was in its key signature. We would just use the order of flats up until E and add one flat. So we would say Boogie ends and. So E flat major has three flats. Let's look at another one. Let's say someone says, what does a key of G flat major have? Well, you'd use, say, the catchphrase here, Boogie ends and dancing Giselle, so go all the way to G and add one, C. So we would know that the key of G flat major has six flats. Use the catchphrase up until the name of the key that you're looking for and add one. Now conversely, if someone showed you four flats and you weren't sure what key that was in, it could be in major, and obviously it's minor, which we're not talking about these videos. That's another set of videos. But if you want to know what major key that belonged to, you would have to take the second last flat, because when we're trying to find it, we added one, so obviously we would just go to the second last flat, and that would give us the name of the key we're in. So four flats, we go to this, we had, let's say, four flats up to here, so then the second last flat would tell us it was in the key of A flat major. If we had all flats, it would tell us it was in the key of C flat major.